Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully the informational part help you on something out, and we pretty much just talk about videos and things that's go on in the world. And some of y'all seem to be more educated than some of us, and y'all give us details on what y'all know about the whole video or situation we watching. But I just gotta thank everybody that's been rocking with your boy, because you could be somewhere else trying to find these videos, but yet you're rocking it out with CSL TV. And I just gotta say I appreciate that so much. So I don't like making my intros too long, because y'all came here to see what's going on. And as always, I hope you guys having a beautiful, blessed day. Let's get it.
This story is tragic, and heads up, the details may be upsetting. This is 35-year-old Fahim Salah, a successful tech CEO and founder of the transportation company GoCada. Fahim was known for his passion for Nigeria and its young people, having immigrated from a close-knit family. But his life came to an all-too-soon close with a grisly end. A few years ago, Fahim hired 25-year-old Tyrese Haspel as his executive assistant, entrusting Tyrese with his finances and personal matters. But instead, Tyrese began embezzling money. Prosecutors say Tyrese stole about $400,000 using bogus statements and setting up fake accounts. He spent the stolen money on lavish gifts for his girlfriend, including luxury handbags and shoes. When Fahim discovered the theft, Tyrese decided to cover his tracks in the most horrific way. One summer morning, he disguised himself in a black suit and mask and armed himself with a knife and taser, and then waited in the stairwell of Fahim's building. When Fahim returned from a run, Tyrese followed him into his apartment. Once inside, Tyrese tased Fahim in the back and then stabbed him multiple times in the neck and torso. The next day, Tyrese returned to Fahim's apartment, dismembered his body, decapitating him, and cleaned up the crime scene. Fahim's remains were discovered by his cousin, who called the police after not hearing from him for 24 hours. This all happened back in 2020, but recently Tyrese has been on trial for first-degree murder. During the trial, prosecutors presented evidence of Tyrese's web history, which included searches for dismembered body and Fahim Salah. And just this week, Tyrese was found guilty of this horrific crime. It's worth pointing out here that the primary driver of violent crime is poverty, which is not helped by the extreme inequality in American society. According to the Poor People's Campaign, some 140 million Americans live in poverty or are one crisis away from financial ruin, while the top 1% of Americans own a full third of all wealth in the country. Tyrese will be sentenced in September.
Man, that is crazy. And my condolences goes out to his family, just because, I know they're going through it because he's not here with them. And it's sad to see that somebody who built something so well, so good, so prosperous, all that good stuff, that you need to hire someone. And then you actually hire somebody who you feel could do the job the right way because of his credentials, his resume, whatever. He felt that this guy Tyrese was qualified to be able to overlook, his life and all his finances and shit like that. Because once you know somebody's finances, you pretty much know exactly how they move, who they are, what they do, just like with taxes. So just because you felt like, hey, I'm da-da-da, whatever, that he felt he needed to start stealing money from his man, to the point he got greedy with it and took his life. And I hope that Mr. Tyrese justice really is served. It's sad to see that greed, and poverty did play a part of this. But seeing how he was carrying himself, seeing how he, Mr. Man right here approached the other man, he felt like he was qualified. And opportunity wasted, opportunity gone. I mean, so many people who could have got that job, who probably was well qualified like dude was, but dude was just fucking money hungry and greedy. And it's sad to see that, a brother, black dude did this. Now, if you start seeing situations like this with certain type of folks, you're going to be skeptical on hiring certain type of folks. And that's why everybody needs to practice being a good person and doing the right thing, because so many wrongs is not going to make it right. It's just going to eventually make more security on how people do things, who they hire, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you get an opportunity, definitely a crazy opportunity like this, don't fuck it up being money hungry, greedy, or whatever you felt like you need to get over on somebody who built something.
This story is fucking crazy. This is Shahjahan Bhuiyan, a former inmate turned author and TikTok star who is known for his memoir, What the Life of a Hangman Was Like, which detailed his time as an executioner in a Bangladesh prison. Back in the 90s, he was sentenced to over 40 years in prison for robbery and murder. He was apparently given the opportunity to shave time off his murder sentence by killing even more people. While in prison, he became Bangladesh's deadliest executioner, carrying out at least 26 executions, though in the book he says it was closer to 60. He hanged high-profile inmates, including military officers who assassinated the founder of Bangladesh, and opposition leaders and war criminals. In this photo, he's holding up a piece of rope he used. He shaved a decade off his sentence through these executions and good behavior, leading to his release in June of last year after 3 decades behind bars. After his release, he briefly became a TikTok star, sharing videos that often featured sexually suggestive conversations with young women, which caused a huge controversy in Bangladesh. His account has since been taken down, but just this week, Shahjahan, who was 66 years old, began complaining of chest pains and was rushed to a hospital where he later died. Bangladesh's jail system rewards executioners with early releases and other incentives, highlighting a troubling aspect of the country's justice system. Critics say this reflects a corrupt system with questionable ethics that exploits prisoners.
Man, I felt bad for anybody that had to cross this man's path. Definitely you walking around with reddish orange mustache and fucking hair, and I think he have eyebrows. I don't know if he have eyebrows. I can't see if he have eyebrows. But anyway, his top and his mustache, I hate to be the one that had to see this guy. And that's why when y'all be going to them foreign countries, y'all better be careful and do everything the right way. Because if you mess around and get locked up, you never know. You might meet somebody like this. And they ain't gonna look the other way. You know what I'm saying? They gonna just probably watch him assassinate you because they know what you're doing. They knew exactly what he was doing. So I'm pretty sure they was watching him, as he was doing it to make sure he did it. But I wonder I'm just curious if the people that he went after was isolated, or did he have to do it like some, that weird creepy shit, stalking him, come up with all this other whatever to get the job done. But I definitely hope none of y'all come across somebody like this. I know we got these type folks out here, but, just in case somebody y'all know or love, or you might fuck up and go inside, I just hope y'all don't meet nobody like him.